See, there's something called the neurons that you have. So you can change a behavioral trait, and your neuroplasticity improves.
Women in professions like acting, women in professions like fighter pilots, women in professions like manufacturing.
At the childhood, the mother is not very clear. Now the problem is that the mother also have the same belief systems.
आप अपने इंटीमेट गारमेंट्स को जब आप रस्सी पे रखते हो ना, उसको टॉवेल से छुपाना बंद कीजिए. Namaste India. On this August day, in this beautiful resort, nestled between the woods on the other end and on the sea on the another end, we bring to you Wellness Ke Nuskhe Season 2 with Dr. Sujit Paul. Namaste sir, welcome to this show.
Namaste, Arpan. Namaste.
Generally, when we sit in this sort of locations, it brings out the best of creativity. Today, I'll be touching a very raw nerve. I'll be touching something that touches our heart. Female hesitation to speak up. Today, we speak on a topic that touches a raw nerve and affects nearly 50% of the population worldwide. We talk about female hesitation. We talk about the lack of female speaking up that is affecting their lives on a daily basis. Picture this scenario, sir. For my viewers, जरा ये सोचिए इसके बारे में. आपकी ही कोई जान पहचान की बंदी है, कोई आपके फैमिली से ही फीमेल है, who's gone to a store nearby. You are not there because of XYZ reasons. Okay, you might be busy in office, you might be busy somewhere. They go to a medicine shop. They need a sanitary napkin desperately. They don't have quick commerce available. They go to the store, and in the lightest and the politest of the voices, they say to the shopkeeper, "Sir, एक sanitary napkin मिलेगा? क्या भैया एक sanitary napkin मिलेगी?" The shopkeeper gives a death glare. The people around her look as if she's committed the biggest crime of the 21st century. कभी आप लोगों ने सोच के देखा ये क्यों होता है? Sir, now that we have set the context, I would like to come to you and know this, sir. What is this problem with female? Whenever they try to speak up, the society looks at them as if they've committed a crime. Why this attitude an issue of the Indian society?
I think typically in many of the countries that are yet developing, we see the same phenomena, but we usually don't see this phenomena in very advanced countries. So it is more of the scenario where from the childhood, how a girl is been brought up. And also it has to do a lot with men dominance and women privacy. Now, women privacy is one specific part that has been a taboo in any developing countries of the world, be it India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Bhutan, Brazil, Mexico. Any developing country that you see, women privacy is a very, very sensitive topic. And from the childhood, it is taught to a girl that most of the things they have to keep within the shackles of boundaries. Now, unless we break this boundary, women privacy will always be a privacy and women cannot open up. I think it's time that India and women in India need to speak loud of whatever they feel right and appropriate for them.
Very rightly said, sir. So, for the benefit of all my female viewers, it is time to speak up for your needs. Doesn't matter what the society feels. Doesn't matter what your own relative feels. Munch on this. To my female viewers, do you know that 1 in every 3 women globally is facing some sort of sanitation issue because of lack of access or lack of speaking up? Menstrual hygiene is the 5th biggest killer of women in India. 5th biggest killer. Top 5 killer. And can we imagine this? Like, just because of not speaking up, the factor has become a killing thing. You refer to developed countries. Developed countries like, say, USA or Australia or New Zealand or those sort of countries, they had an option in 1700s, 1800s. Women used to use clothes. But India, we can't wait 200 years for our women to migrate from post to sanitary napkin. How do we fasten this process of women speaking up?
The only way how you can fasten is that once parents teach the children, especially the female girls, that they have right to do what they feel appropriate. Their voice will be heard. And females or small girls, they should be brought up in different ways. They should not be brought up only with dolls and similar. They should be brought up to make them understand that they have right to stand on their own feet. They should be brought up in a way that they have right to speak. They should be brought up in a way that they should have right for self-defense. If we change the neuroplasticity, then a phenomena called autophagy would start on females, on women, on girls. These autophagic nerves would completely change the girls when they actually evolve to be not only self-dependent, but they should be able to speak with enough amount of confidence, and that would change the entire ecosystem of the country. For girls, they need to be independent. They cannot be dependent the way they are brought up. And once that happens, then a complete neuroplastic change would happen in the mind. And then you will not find that they are going hush hush and saying that, can I have a sanitary napkin, and if someone wraps it, gives it, or can I have a condom, or can I have something similar. It's time that girls need to be really empowered, no matter what. And unless every single girl stands up, they will not evolve as a generation. And the generation would not really come up to the expectation what they should.
Interesting take, sir. The women have to cut themselves out of this glass ceiling. They are doing it in corporate, but in real life they have to. Now, sir, I'll come to another part. There is famous saying in India. I'll quote in Hindi because I've heard this very much in Hindi. एक औरत की सबसे बड़ी दुश्मन एक औरत ही होती है. Whenever a woman tries to empower herself, she encounters resistance, let's say from a mother-in-law, let's say from a sister-in-law. How prevalent is this belief, or is this just a misnomer?
No, this is a very, very true belief in India. And if a mother don't teach and train a girl to be self-independent, this would never change. I think India needs to play a real pivotal role where a mother needs to play a very, very crucial role to change the daughter in the right dimension and right direction for her daughter's life. If that don't happen, the daughter would actually not evolve to be a true powerful lady who can command with respect. And that's extremely important for the next generation ahead.
Lady command with respect, role of mother. Now the common thread that is joining both these things is the role of feminism, because we see in India feminism has picked up of late. Sometimes it is also picked up with negative connotations. I've heard a word called feminazi, as in being overzealous about their needs at the time of being obsessive, to the extent of being obsessive. So do you feel, without giving any connotations to the feminist movement, is feminist movement in India doing what is needed to empower women, or they still have a lot of distance?
We are far away from them. For any changeover, it needs generations. And as what I said, that if at the childhood the mother is not very clear, now the problem is that the mother also have the same belief systems. That's where the generational activities have to happen. That's where we are working with young girls and women. But it will take many years ahead before we actually reach up to the expectations what they should be.
Very interesting take, sir. And I ardently believe that women in professions like acting, women in professions like fighter pilots, women in professions like manufacturing, which have traditionally been the bastion of men, make a mark for themselves, and we as a society support them. So it is my sincere request to all the women watching, आप और मेरी हर भारतवासी से मेरी ये गुजारिश है, औरतों से और औरतों के साथ जो मर्द है उनसे भी, आप अपने इंटीमेट गारमेंट्स को जब आप रस्सी पे रखते हो ना, उसको टॉवल से छुपाना बंद कीजिए. आप जब कोई शॉप में जाते हो, बोलते हो ना, जोर से बोलिए कॉन्डम नीड है, कोई गलती नहीं कर रहे हो मांग के. व्हेन यू गो फॉर अ टेस्ट यूटीआई रिलेटेड, यू से ये टेस्ट कर सकते हैं क्या, बोलिए ना मेरे को ये टेस्ट करवाना है. हेजिटेशन किस बात की? अगर आप नहीं बोलोगे तो कौन बोलेगा? आप खुद के लिए नहीं बोल सकते हो? अपने बेटा बेटी से प्यार करते हो ना, उनके लिए बोलिए. Speak up for your children, speak up for the coming generation. Together, you and me and us will be the change. Let's be the change together. Hashtag change. Let us become the change जिससे दुनिया आगे बढ़े. अगर हम साथ में आएंगे, हाथ मिलाएंगे, चेंज करेंगे, तभी तो दुनिया आगे बढ़ेगी. Thank you very much for tuning in. We had a wonderful time with you. Very soon we will be coming back to you. Watch this space. Thank you. Namaste.